Welcome back to Mygm, WWE 2K24, and what a squad we've got, what a roster. Seth Rollins, Rhea Ripley, then we've also got MVP, Logan Paul, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bron Breakker. We've got enough talent, I think, to really make a push in this first season. So that's going to be, we've got the road to Hell in a Cell. Let's see what we can do. Obviously, Triple H, the man, wants to see how we go in our first ever episode. Obviously, can't wait for that. So we'll see if we can deliver there. Eric Bischoff wants to talk some smack, along with Xavier Woods also talking about how he's got Finn Balor. Well, mate, you got Finn Balor, I've got Seth Rollins. He's going to be our World Heavyweight Champion. The tag team, I'm going to leave vacant. I wouldn't mind going Chad Gable and Otis as tag, but I will put them in a rivalry, hopefully against MVP and Logan Paul. The United States Raw Men's Championship, so United States Championship there, I'm going to go Bron Breakker for that one. I think we could potentially do a bit of a rivalry with Duke Hudson in this first episode. Obviously, the women's champion is going to be Rhea Ripley. Now, I'm not too sure who her opponent will be with the rivalry. If we might scout someone. So that will be our number one priority going into episode 1, is to see if we can pick up some extra talent before we kick off this road to Hell in a Cell. Hope you enjoy. Let's kick off into this intro. Once again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, as it does help this channel grow. Appreciate the support. Off this first episode for our road to Hell in a Cell. We obviously have a bit of money in the bank at the moment, so we will look to upgrade our facility, in the sense of we're currently in the high school, but we will move to concert hall, which gives us 2,000 fan capacity and upgrades our ticket prices to $4, so we should get a bit of healthy income along the way. As mentioned, we do need to add some more talent to the roster. We need a few jobbers, some rookies, being that we don't have a massive amount of cash flow. But we also do need someone to go up against Rhea Ripley for the Women's Heavyweight Championship. So that is the goal here. Hopefully we can pick up a couple of rookies that aren't absolutely terrible. We're going to potentially need to use them throughout this whole first season. So we do have Queen Bee, who's 2 out of 5 on the mic. I'd love to get someone who's at least 3 out of 5, so they can at least cut a promo. At the moment, not a lot in there. We'll look quickly at Establish, and we do have Mission. Mission has 3 out of 5 on the mic. She has 71 energy as well. popularity is at 52. She does go well against Rhea Ripley as she's a fighter and a babyface. So we will pick her and have her in our first rivalry against Rhea Ripley for the belt for the championship. Now, one thing we do need to do is we do have the women's tag championship up for grabs. So we do need to look for another face to go up with Maxine Dupree against Scarlett and Isla Dawn. Now, not a huge amount of popularity down with the tag team match of the women's, but you know, it's going to build over time, that's for sure. Once one of them wins the championship, then we should be okay. So we'll do a couple more scouts. We've got 2 points left. Hopefully we can potentially pick up that additional woman in the roster, and that will be our tag partner for Maxine Dupree. We did pick up an Adrian Buck. He's 36 popularity. He's pretty good on the mic as well. He's a fighter and he's fan favourite, so he's a baby face. Will go up well against Logan Paul and Bron Breakker here. So for, you know, 16k for 5 weeks, that's a bargain. Might even extend it here and at least get 7 weeks out of that one. We won't break the bank because, you know, if he's terrible, then we'll cut him loose, but 21,000, we'll run a bit of a gauntlet on that one. We've got 1 point left here. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we get someone. Josie Jane, and there we have it. Perfect. Fan favourite. She's 3.5 on the mic. 6,000 for 5 weeks. Popularity's, you know, 17, not the best. But she will be comboed with other superstars, so that means the match ratings will be impacted, but it won't be too bad. So the first match for them will be Josie Jane and Maxine Dupree against Isla Dawn and Scarlett for the Tag Team Championship. Next match, we've got to look at the combos that we got for the US title. So Bron Breakker and Duke Hudson. We won't put it on the belt on the line just yet. We will start that rivalry off though. Next up is Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura. That is going to be the rivalry heading into Hell in a Cell. And now we've got to look at potentially that tag team that we want to rock with in the men's division. So I'm thinking, as I mentioned earlier, Chad Gable and Otis, and then potentially we will go Logan Paul and also MVP. I think that should be a nice little combination rivalry, boost a bit of their stats up as well, and that way we can you know, cover all bases on the championship side of things. We're going to have Chad Gable and Otis call out MVP and Logan Paul. That also gives us the ability, if we want to, use Logan Paul and MVP in a match, being that we haven't used them in a call out. Sorry, they haven't initiated the call out. No. Looks like we've got the matches all sorted, but I might look at doing... We've got Charity, MVP, 12,000, but we'll get a bit of a boost there. It's going to boost our fans, and then we're going to do advertisement with MVP on that one. So this is going to be our first episode here. Not a bad opener. Bron Breakker, Adrian Buck, the rookie, and Duke Hudson. We're hopeful that Duke Hudson and Bron Breakker start a rivalry here. But Adrian Buck is also a fighter, so he goes up well against Bron Breakker as a bruiser. You got tag match, and Rhea Ripley taking on Mission, and then obviously Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura. So fingers crossed, we start this series off well with a great opener and a great main event at is the goal here. Let's hit this simulation, see how we go. And Bron Breaker's the winner. Disappointing opener, but he does start that rivalry with Hudson. Not the start we wanted. Got a bit of the promo here. The rivalry does start off there with Otis and Chad Gable and Logan Paul and MVP. And also call out a disqualification here and another disappointment, but the rivalry does kick off. So no belts have been won just yet. We've got 3,700 extra fans off that charity one, probably not worth the 12k. Mission has won that match with an OK, and the rivalry kicks off. So nice pick up there, and she's kicking off that rivalry with Rhea Ripley, and then Seth freaking Rollins, mediocre. Doesn't kick off the rivalry though, not the start we wanted there, that's for sure. So poor final, absolute terrible final there. Only got 36,000 fans. SmackDown got 43,000. 42,000 for NXT. And 51 for WCW. So definitely not the start we wanted. But we did pass the commissioner goal there and got the contract extension for 4 weeks if we do want to use it. Going into Orlando here, we've been hit by Xavier Woods. Unable to use Tier 2 on the arena, the one thing that we purchased. So we're going to have to go back to Tier 1, unfortunately, for this round, for this episode. Let's see what we can do here. Also got Josie. Bit of a call out here with Shinsuke and Seth Rollins. Hopefully that kicks off the rivalry. Bron Breaker and that did start the rivalry there, so we'll do it as a bit of a tables match. We have the tag match that we'll look to kick off. Logan Paul, MVP, Otis, and Chad Gable for the vacant tag team championship. Rhea Ripley and Mygm going off for their second match here. Go TLC. Really spice up that main event. Just don't think we use the energy just yet. We'll save it for the big show on that one. And then we got Josie Jane, Maxine Dupree, Scarlett, and Ishla Dawn. Charity here with Luke Gallows, he's 3 on the mic. We got a triple threat, we'll bring in Adrian Buck, start boosting his popularity up. Even though the rivalry's between the other two, it won't hurt to put him into that triple threat. So Seth Rollins doing a self promo. He's getting called out by Shinsuke, so hopefully that kicks off that rivalry. We've got the tag match to opener. MVP, Logan Paul, Chad Gable and Otis, and Rhea Ripley and Mission rounded out for this main event.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is full.
Now, one thing I did think, any championship matches we do have, we're going to obviously play a bit of the highlights. I'm not going to play the whole simulation of the match, but we'll obviously grab some highlights through there instead of just run it through as the 1, 2, 3 count. We'll do a bit of a highlight package, and that way, it's for the championship. We'll have a bit of fun with that one. So we've got Logan Paul, MVP, kicking off this show. Back in the high school because we got hit with the card by SmackDown Xavier Woods, the Alpha Academy.
532 pounds, Chad Gable and Otis, the Alpha Academy.
Let's see how we go in this match.
Alpha
We will be triumphant. Bit of an interesting combo, MVP and Logan Paul.
Being on the same page will be vital. Opponent off the ropes.
They seem to be working well here. Nice back body drop there. Elbows by Logan Paul. Taunting. Is he going to get caught out here by Otis? He does. And the big man picks him up. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, almost new champions there. MVP. Got Chad Gable in the corner, working well with Logan Paul here. Nice move there. Again, with the taunting. Logan Paul getting cocky. Ooh, clothesline over the ropes. Gets him back in the ring here. Oh, what a beautiful moonsault there. Goes for the pin. And Chad Gable kicks out. Nice move there by Logan Paul. But Chad Gable. Oh, what a move. Chad Gable gets the step out. He's going for the Germans. Nice suplex there. 2. 3. He's busted open. It's not going to stop him here. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, MVP gets in there.
He's getting pushed out of the defensive.
Nice tag there by Logan Paul to MVP. With the Otis here. He counters MVP. Picks him up for a powerbomb. He's in for a pin. 1, 2. Ooh, almost.
Return fire from Gable.
Back elbow there by Chad Gable.
Lifts them up, then drops them
Could have him finished here.
into a DDT. Is it enough?
1, 2. He kicks out again. Logan Paul. Otis comes in for the swinging kick there. Oh, MVP's taken out here by Chad Gable. He's setting himself up for his finisher.
This is what the purpose of a tag team is. Don't be afraid to use the resources and help your partner offers. Am I being diplomatic enough, Cole?
Logan Paul's counter in here.
Ooh, and a shot to the body.
Oh, what a hook. Is that it?
Cover.
1, 2, 3. And we have our new champions. Logan Paul and MVP. What a match. It's going to be a nice rivalry here between these two. We've got our new tag team champions heading into Hell in a Cell.
Who's sousing who now? If I went to the Alpha Academy, I'd be asking for a transfer right about now.
I'd rate that a classic match, but unfortunately I'm not the judge here. What do they rate it? Just a good one. And the rivalry doesn't actually pick up after the level 1, unfortunately. So it still remains at level 1 there. Weak promo there by Shinsuke, so the rivalry hasn't kicked off again. Duke Hudson gets a win here. Okay matchup there. They're now level 2 with their rivalry. Seth Rollins with their self-promo. Scarlett, Ishla Dawn. Mediocre, unfortunately. The main event here. Again, Mygm gets the win here. Moves the rivalry to level 2. And that's 2 wins now for her. And we get a pretty good book in, but 2.5 on the rating where on the main event where our competitors was 4. So not the best finish. We're pretty decent through the middle. Got 3, 3.5, 4, 3 for the opener, and 2.5 in the middle. Fans, we picked up 45,000, so not bad. What did SmackDown do? 53. 8,000 behind, 54 for NXT, 51 for WCW. We pick up another power card here with bad timing. And at the moment we are 4th, but we're not too far off which is keeping within reach heading into this first pay-per-view. Chad Gable's come to the office. It looks like he wants to perform in front of his friends and family this week. So that's his requests, and we're going to deliver. He's got that rivalry with Logan Paul and MVP. So who's me to stop him performing in front of his friends and family? So that's going to be our opener. We've got the tag match. Make it a table. The opener. Just put a little bit of a sweetener on top. Obviously the last match was good, but that had championship gold involved. So we will move it to a tables match. This triple threat has been working well for us. It's given popularity to Adrian Buck, now up to 45. And obviously that Hudson and Bron Breakker rivalry is continuing there. The women's tag title rivalry hasn't really kicked off. Still only sitting on level 1 there. Now one squad, we actually haven't used it yet. So we'll take Adrian Buck out of that matchup with Bron Breakker and Duke Hudson and add him into a tag match with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson against Seth Rollins and Adrian Buck. We will do a bit of a promo with Shinsuke Nakamura to continue building that rivalry, hopefully. It hasn't really kicked off where we need it, but hopefully he can do a bit of a promo here and kick it off to at least level 2. Scarlett's going to do a charity and advertisement for Isla Dawn, and obviously the main event is the Women's Championship, or champion, Rhea Ripley against Mygm. So we open it up, Chad Gable and Otis get the win. Great match here, and we do move to level 2 in the rivalry. We finally kick off that rivalry with Shinsuke. Seth Rollins and Adrian Buck do win a disappointing match against Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. We pick up 3,700 fans with Scarlett. Duke Hudson gets another win. We move that rivalry to level 3. We pick up a bit of cash flow there from Isla Dawn. Mygm again doesn't boost the rivalry, but she gets another win. She's heading into Hell in a Cell with a couple of wins against the champion there, and another good booking. We started well with a 3.5 match, okay in the middle, and our main event was 3, with obviously NXT and WCW both pulling out a 4-star matchup in theirs. Looks like they potentially had their belts on the line where we didn't. We're building for that Hell in a Cell. So 47,000 fans for us, 46,000 for SmackDown, 47,000 for NXT, and 53 for WCW. So again, we do get put by WCW, but we're a little bit more level with the rest of them on that one. So we are about, or what would you say, 15,000 behind third place, with one more round to go before we kick off into the Hell in a Cell. Duke Hudson wants to cut a promo. What can I do? He's 4 out of 5 on the mic. You may as well use that strength there if we can. We haven't used Seth Rollins too much with his obviously in-ring ability with Shinsuke. So potentially we can put him in a bigger match when it comes to Hell in a Cell. Our rookies are developing nicely. Obviously 46 now for Adrian Buck for popularity. So not a bad start for it. Now, do we have any cards that we do want to use? To purchase new ones. We do have the Get Schooled, which I think, we may as well use it on Duke Hudson here. Move him up another level to at least level 10 in ring ability. I think we're going to go with the basic morale, being that, if he loses matches, we don't want him to get too many hits to the morale on that one. He is versus Bron Breakker at the moment. He's won some, but, it's a big opponent. Do a bit of an upgrade as well to our show. We had a bit of cash there. Currently still sitting at 128, so plenty of money ready to go for that pay-per-view. make sure that we finish this first chapter with a bang. We're going to do the tag match. Chad Gable, Otis, MVP and Logan. It's been working well for us with the opener. Got the promo being cut by Duke Hudson as requested. Rob Breaker's going to do a call out as well to continue that rivalry. We will go Isla Dawn and Scarlett against Maxine Dupree and her partner Josie Jane as well. Hopefully get a bit of a kickstart to that tag team rivalry. Shinsuke and Seth Rollins are going to have a match. And obviously our main event is going to be Rhea Ripley and Michin. And can Rhea Ripley get a win just before going into the pay-per-view? Great match to open it up with the tag match between the guys up top. We've got Seth Rollins. Shinsuke gets the win here, and the rivalry does move to 2. Duke Hudson and Bron Breakker, rivalry 4. So great for the next pay-per-view. Rivalry's now level 2 between the tag team women's division. How do we go in the main event here? Where Rhea Ripley does get that win in an okay match, but the rivalry does move to 3 heading into the pay-per-view. Now with this show upgrade, we do have now the ability for steel cage matches, and we might have a good enough cash flow to be able to do that. It had obviously a fantastic booking for our final one of the road to Hell in a Cell, except for that main event. Everyone else got 4. We stumbled and only got 2.5, unfortunately. Our fans are 46,000. 55 for SmackDown. 51 for NXT. And WCW gets 56. So going into the pay-per-view, we are at the bottom. We are 4th. But a lot can change with the pay-per-view. So the next episode, we will be Hell in a Cell. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.